Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we are on my viewers account from the VN server and we're going to show you the new features coming in phase 2. So the first thing I want to talk about is the AFK stage records. Now in the record formations, which are now called formations in the lower left corner, when you click it, it will show you an indicator of if a record has like a high RNG chance of clearing or a high success rate of clearing. If you look at the later ones here, if they say extreme, it means that it is going to be very low success rate. I don't know what they use to gauge this, but probably based on all the data of people running this formation, it probably has a low percentage clear chance when you run it. So this is actually interesting news, and hopefully this will help us and like guide us into picking the formations which are going to be more consistent. The more recently added formations just don't have enough battle data yet, as you see, because my viewer, he's pushed pretty high in the AFK stages, but once enough data comes in, then either it will say whether it's high success rate, extreme, or yeah, things like that. But the other interesting thing is that if it matches your lineup, although, I mean, you can probably check this for yourself and you probably know which formations match your lineup, but it can also show, for example, the lineup matched here, meaning that you have the same level of upgrades or probably higher as used in the recommended formation, because it does have Paragon Iron and it has Paragon Theodore, but we don't have Paragon Theodore, but it's basically close enough, as you guys see. So that is an interesting change to the AFK stages. Now, as for the daily limit, they did say that in later stages they're going to reduce the daily limit, like increase per day, to only 20, but in the initial days it's basically going to be the same. However, the good news is the daily limit for the first day of the new phase is going to be 900, which is if you've made it to 900 in your phase 1 AFK stages, the regular stages, not the Apex, then you're going to be generating maximum rewards when you move over to the new phase, which is good news. Like, people will not have to log in and push. The other interesting news is, if you look, and you probably have thought about this or maybe you've forgotten about it, in the phase goals, in phase 2, not only will your resonance level cap increase, your soul pack level is going to increase up to level 90, and level 80 in fact, and then of course level 90 as well, are very key levels for your Phantomals, because the Phantomals are going to unlock their new skill. And so you're going to see a tactic which is being used on day 1 on the VN server, is they reset almost just basically 3 of their Phantomals, because you're going to be getting the resources needed to upgrade to those higher levels, even up to level 90, are going to be the same basic resources. The additional resource will be from the Legend Trial Tower, but basically to get a really rapid upgrade to one Phantomal to level 90, you can do that by resetting the other Phantomals, which is interesting, and we can use our free reset for that. Okay, so Snow Stomper is the one of choice to be upgraded to level 90 first. I think no one was surprised to hear that, because of how dominant Wilders are for Phantomal AFK stages like Iron, Almas, Valara. These 3 heroes are used in almost every single stage formation, or Theodore, for example, if you're not running Almas. So that is really the core. And now, this upgraded ability, Spirit Mark Frost Reaver, Snow Stomper applies a Spirit Mark on an allied hero placed behind it. The interesting thing I'm going to show you in the battle placement is not just even directly behind it, even back left, rear left of the Snow Stomper is also going to be receiving this buff. So you can still have, like, for example, a Theodore buffing your hero and Snow Stomper also giving the buff, the Spirit Mark, to that hero, which is very good, and like, it's just more flexible in battle placement. So Frost Reaver, whenever the Spirit Mark hero or the summon uses their normal attack, they also throw a snowball at the enemy, dealing some damage. After hitting an enemy 5 times, the enemy takes a bit more damage and is frozen into a snowman for 3 seconds, which is a strong effect. Basically just added crowd control, always good. The target cannot move or act while frozen. The Spirit Mark hero can throw up to 5 snowballs within 1 second. If their attack speed is fast enough. Each time the Spirit Marked hero throws a snowball, the Spirit Marked hero and their summons gain 2 attack speed, and attack speed gained this way is capped at 80, so in total 40 times the 2 attack speed increase. So when you throw 40 snowballs, you're going to hit the cap of 80 bonus attack speed for the main hero and its summons, and once the cap is reached, every snowball the Spirit Marked hero throws also launches an extra snowball at the frontmost enemy. So basically now you're gonna be potentially freezing and turning into a snowman 2 enemies rather than 1. So when people saw this, they were hoping that this is going to make Florabelle, who has a lot of summons, meta. But as of right now, Florabelle is still not meta for AFK stages because she's just, other than the fact that she's just a summoner, she doesn't provide anything really that valuable for AFK stage clearing. So they're just better heroes to run. However, an interesting hero which is being used with this is Zanie. If you take a look at this Phantomal stage, I think the first stage we saw here, this is going to be the Wilder Phantomal with Zanie. And look, this Phantomal in this position is giving the buff to the Zanie. You can see by the crown. If you see the Snow Stomper here, he can basically buff anyone in any tile behind him. So if you have him even to the side, you could have a Theodore still in front of the Zanie and still get the benefit of the Snow Stomper buff. And you can see it by the crown. The crown is a clear indicator of who is receiving the spirit mark, basically. So here is basically the team. So let's go ahead and take a look at this replay. And you can see it in action because Zanie has summons of her own, but her summon I think is only her small, like the Robo Dog type thing. That is, I believe, her summon. The actual towers are placeable, and I don't think they will qualify as her summon. But either way, it's just some bonus crowd control. And if a hero already is a summoner, whether it be Lucy is one idea because she summons a mermaid, or Zanie who summons her Robo Dog, both are good options. But Florabelle, the thing is, Florabelle is just not a good hero already for AFK stages, so you don't want to force her in here just for this bonus effect. This bonus effect is just nice to have if you have a summoner on the team. Even if you don't have a summoner on the team, you can use different heroes. You can have just a regular hero with no summons and they're still going to get an effect. They're still going to get a snowball every 5 hits of their own normal attack, and it's going to boost their attack speed. So it's a very useful effect. But basically, this is going to show you that the meta is still Snow Stomper, and rushing him to level 90 on day 1 is probably going to be the optimal thing for the pushers. But then after that, I don't really know what is going to be the other meta one for AFK stages. Like, we have seen sometimes the Celestial Hypogean one for the more pay-to-win whale players, especially now that we're going to be getting Mehira as well. And if you're running a team of like Mehira, Saida, Baelran, for example, or Saida Baelran +1, then you could also get the Selly Hypo Illucia Phantomal. But the thing about the Illucia Phantomal, it doesn't become incredibly strong until that, you know, the final phase, phase 3. This is the most powerful effect where Illucia will transform enemies into cats, and once we get this, like the beginning of phase 3, is probably going to be all in on Illucia. But for right now, Snow Stomper is still dominating. So there we have it, basically the Phantomals. We have the new AFK stages. I really like this indicator, which is going to try to hopefully tell us the success rate of different compositions. I think that can be very useful. But the other thing that is just going to be happening in this early phase 2 is the event Stellar Ascent. Now this Stellar Ascent, unfortunately, is kind of like, when I saw this, we saw this in the patch breakdown trailer video, and it was showing us like what this event is going to entail. It's just a very casual, friendly event. Honestly, you can do it by yourself, you can do it co-op, it doesn't really matter. You get nice rewards, and you even get season essence for leveling, so of course rewards are nice, but the gameplay is not anything in depth or strategic. It's literally you just clear 12 floors. My viewer said he finished it in 5 minutes. And this is not what I was hoping for. I wanted it to be a strategic sort of game mode that maybe required either strategy or teamwork to conquer it, because then at least you have a reason. Like, you know, the thing is, let's just think about Corrupted Creature, right? When we get the Corrupted Creature pop up in the chat, we like it because it gives us rewards. But there's no thinking, there's no strategy, you just put whatever hero you want into it, and it's like almost an insta-clear. So it's like, it kind of takes the fun out of it. And there's not really any actual, like, you know, so that was what I was hoping with the Stellar Ascent event, but it just seems just very casual, and like each week you'll have to do a certain number of floors. Like, I think we have 12 more floors next week or something. Yeah, so that's basically going to be it. Anyway, guys, that is going to be kind of the updates on phase 2, what you can expect. Of course, there isn't on the VN server right now, we don't have Mehira or Nazrik. They will be coming probably in like 2 days from right now. When they do have them, of course, I will make a video about that. But yeah, currently this is all we have basically of phase 2. So let me know your thoughts about it. Are you excited for phase 2? But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. If you're not already a member of my AFK Journey Discord server, please join that. There's a link to that in in the description of this video. Also, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. There is a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus dragon crystals on your purchase. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.